All right, so here we are, a little behind the scenes. It is me, CJ, with our lovely tarot card reader and our intuitive life coach. I love that phrase. Marcy's joining us in studio. We're going to be doing some calls on the air, but I wanted to get my tarot cards read for the first time in a while. I know we did, I think when you were first on, I had mine done. But we're going to do relationships this morning. Marcy, I'm in the doghouse at home. So I'm just trying to see how, is my relationship going to get better with my wife, or is it going to get worse?
Let's just take a look at what's going on.
Because I'm telling you right now, the doghouse is chilly. You know, 35 degrees in the morning.
I know, it's still early. If it was, August, July.
I wouldn't mind it.
Fine.
Yeah, my back hurts from the couch. I'll be perfectly honest with you. All right, so we're going to find out.
The house is always nicer, even when it is, more pleasant weather.
I look at it like this. At least I'm in the house. That's all that matters.
All right, here.
It's a little sub-branch of the house, but I'm there.
Left hand cut the deck into 3 piles.
3 piles.
Okay, and then put it back together however you like. And let's see what we got. So we're just going to take a look at your relationship. So over here we're going to see, here's you.
Okay.
And then we have your wife. And then we have you two, which is just, this is a lot of fighting, tension, and irritation going on between the two of you.
Oh, boy.
And she's like, just, okay, leave me alone. If we could just ignore and avoid things, that would be nice.
Yeah.
And you're like pushing.
That's me, baby, the pusher. Sorry.
So, how she sees you, how you see her. So she sees you as like, why aren't you paying attention? Why aren't you caring? You're like, I am caring, but somehow there's a disconnect in what this, in how each of you is perceiving what you're doing.
Okay.
So you think, I'm doing everything perfect. And she's like, I don't know what you think you're doing, but it's not good. Does that make sense?
Wow. Yeah, that's my life.
And the thing is that she's smarter than you.
I say it all the time. I tell her all the time. Jess is holding the video camera laughing. So if you see a little rumble, it's because she's laughing.
And the truth is that you guys have a whole life that you've created. And that matters very much to both of you.
Yeah.
And your parenting matters very much to both of you. So as much as there are like irritation problems, when we have this card at the center of things, it's like you've created it so that it's this way.
Okay.
And it's time to kind of tweak the nuances of it. So fundamentally things are solid and good and you've built something, but in building it you built this. It's kind of like building a building and you build it and the doors are creaky.
We did it
you have a building,
I get it.
And there's just, it's like, and a lot has to do with...
That Queen of Rods keeps showing up.
It does.
Knights of Rods.
The Queens are here. There's a lot of Wands. Wands are fire energy, and it has to do with passion. So there is sort of the things that brought you together. I think when we're younger and we get together with someone, it's like the tension is part of the attraction.
Right.
And then as we get older, we're like, okay, I'm kind of...
Enough.
I've had enough of
Enough,
this. That's kind of what's going on. And you've gotten very comfortable with how things are, and you're okay with the like bickering, or you're okay with like, oh, she's mad, whatever.
Yeah.
You're fine with all of that, and you think everything's okay.
She's not.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
She wants to grow and have things be better and have things be different. So, and then even that is kind of fundamentally built into your thing, that you have one person who's a little bit, what's the word, like discontent, and then another person's like, this is fine. So that's like the nature of your relationship exists that way.
Us to a T. She wants everything better, and for me, I'm
and
like...
you're like, it's okay.
I never thought I would have half the things I have.
So here's your advice.
Okay.
You have to be willing to kind of step out of your comfort zone and grow if you want this to work, and if you want... And this is serious. Like, you actually are going to have to do this, because she is much more fed up than you are giving her... And she's really been tolerating a lot, I have to be honest with you.
She is.
So you haven't really taken in like that this isn't just, oh, she's in a bad mood, or oh, she's annoyed. I mean, you're getting it.
Yeah.
But it's starting to get serious.
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to kind of step out of your comfort zone, make big changes to how you do things. It can't be, I'm CJ and I'm content. Like that's kind of your defense or your resting place, and it's not going to work anymore. It just can't continue as it has been.
Okay.
What does she need from you? You need to engage more with this.
Okay.
And I feel like there's a big kind of fight or blow up that probably needs to happen, or the risk of that. Do you know what I mean? I think we spend time kind of being like, well, we'll just avoid this big one thing that we need to deal with.
Right.
And it's like you both have to be willing to deal with it.
Got it.
And it may mean feeling like, oh, I'm risking the whole relationship. I'm really putting everything on the line.
Yeah.
But I think what you're going to find is that actually is the catalyst to a lot of growth and development and something really great for both of you.
Okay.
But you have to stop what you're doing, whatever it is.
I have to stop.
You have to stop that.
That's me.
Like whatever.
Yep. No, I agree.
And you know you're doing
I know. It's the worst part. This is what she says.
So, and the other thing is, okay, so, you know, we get into a relationship and we remember that we love the person. And then after a while, that love becomes this intellectual thing that's like, well, it's a good thing I love her because I'd kill her otherwise, like that.
Yeah.
But we're not feeling it, you know. We're doing this kind of lazy man, like oh yeah, I love you, but it doesn't come from here. And then so what you have to kind of do is go, do I love this person? And it's you sync and kind of work through the possibility that you don't. Like you have to go to all the places where you're not being loving, where you're not feeling loving, and kind of dig through those and really face maybe I don't to find like, oh wait, yeah I do.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes total sense.
So does that sound good? Is there anything else?
No,
here?
that sounds perfect. I see a fool card. I'm the fool.
This is that you guys have to branch kind of into new territory in your world, in your life, in your relationship. It just can't be the way it's been.
Right, I agree 100%.
It can't stay, and you both know that.
Yeah.
And then that's what's terrifying because it's like, well, this is all we have.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What is new here?
Right.
And then just as far as parenting, I mean, you guys are great with that. You actually communicate well. But letting your kids, they don't, trying to keep it secret from them isn't going to work.
Right.
That's a good way to mess them up for life.
Right,
you know, just
right.
pretend like things are different than they are. So, and they know what's going on, and talking to them about it and letting them know that they're safe and things are going to be okay is really important. But overall, it's time to revision things. What are we? What does our family unit look like?
Yeah.
What are our goals? What are our plans? And kind of reaching more deeply into your connection with each other.
Awesome. Thank you, Marcy.
Yeah,
now I'm going to go home and try to institute all of this. What Women Want tonight at the Poughkeepsie Grand. Marcy will be there. We're going to get some calls on the radio. Thanks for watching.